Hi everybody, I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to draw graphs for AP. So first thing you want to do is you get a point on every FRQ for drawing your graph correctly. So first you're going to need a price axis and a quantity axis, then a downward sloping demand curve and an upward sloping supply curve. Here's my equilibrium point. They're never going to ask me to draw a graph without doing something to it. So I'm going to shift and get a new price and a new quantity. So I'm going to need my original price and quantity, and then I'm going to shift. Let's say I increase demand. I need to show what happened to my quantity. So you get a point for showing an increase in quantity. You can only do that if you show it against the axis. So here I put Q and Q1, and then my price, I would get a point for showing an increase in price. You could do it with P and P1 or with the arrow. I suggest you draw and do the arrow against the axis so that you have covered all your bases. That way if you forget and just do P and P, but you have the arrow, you're good. Or if you forget the arrow and you do P and P1. Let me show you some other things that are acceptable. P0 and P1. Sometimes people will do P1 and P2. Okay, so we're not trying to nail you on this, but we do need you to show that you understand that the price went up, and you've got to have something happening across this axis for that to be shown. Like I like to say, no points in space. So anytime you've got an equilibrium point here on your graph, you need to connect that with a guide to your axis. Points in space mean that you're not showing what happened to quantity and price, and you will not get those points even if you understand the problem correctly.